Hey guys, I'm Sebastian, this is Don. We're the locally world famous chiropractors in Costa Mesa, California, and we're going to cover sciatica today. Sciatica, the thing that goes way down your leg just like that you can't see in the picture. So we're going to cover two things today that you should not do with sciatica, and we should probably mention before we start this that there's multiple reasons why you can have leg pain. We're going to cover one type today because there's a lot of confusion before on all these other videos. So we're going to describe flexion intolerant sciatica.
Sure.
Okay, can you talk about that just for a moment?
Yes, so when we use the words flexion intolerant sciatica, it means that you don't like to flex your spine. What Seb is doing right now, if sitting here, putting yourself into that position creates some sharp shooting pain or discomfort down your leg, that means you are a flexion intolerant sciatica.
What about if I do this? Like, what about this?
Same exact thing. Actually, probably a little bit worse if you're standing keeping your legs straight because you're creating more of a stretch on that nerve when you have your legs extended out.
What if I go like this and I bend my knees?
Does it help?
Yeah, that helps.
If it doesn't create any pain, probably no issues. But if we're trying to get you to not round your spine, if that's something that's creating your issue, then we're doing more of what... Oh, wait, what am I trying to say here? I have a thought and I lost it.
So a lot of times when we treat flexion intolerant sciatica, we extend people. And so two of the things that we're going to cover today you should not do with your flexion intolerant sciatica, you're going to notice it's actually your back is rounded, right? And so that's basically the difference between the suggestions that we'll give. There's a test called Slumps test, which is a really good indicator of flexion intolerant sciatica. And so we're going to attach this to Don's foot here. And I'm going to pan down on the camera a little bit so we can see. Well, we're going to turn you here. By the way, guys, we should note that we don't have a videography team like some of these Instagram influencers, so we do our own stuff. So bear with us. Okay, so we have her sciatic nerve right there. And go ahead and straighten your leg, Dawn. There you go. So it gets a little tense, and then she's going to round her back too, and this attaches to her head, and it stretches even more. It stretches the spinal cord. She probably didn't even like that.
I don't.
Okay, so this is one type of sciatica that we're talking about. So, Dawn, what is one thing that people should not do with this type of sciatica?
So stretch the sciatic nerve is what you shouldn't do. So I don't think that it's not your fault when you think of, I have tightness in the back of my leg, down my leg, and I want to get rid of that tightness. A lot of times people have the mentality of stretching can help decrease that tightness. But if you notice the movement that I just did right now, that puts that nerve on a tension, and then you're rounding your spine as well. I would stay away from stretching it for the time being and seeing if that tightness kind of goes away.
So what might the stretch look like that people usually do, the one that you're thinking of?
Stretching my hamstrings.
Okay, come into camera a little bit.
Oh.
I guess we got to scooch back a little bit. There we go.
Stretching my hamstrings. People will do that sometimes. Even like a seated one. Here, I'll be on here. Like this. Want to stretch my hamstrings here. Things like that to try to decrease that tension or tightness in the backside.
Okay, so that's fair. What if they want to stretch their hamstrings, though? Is there another variation they maybe could do?
Yeah, lay on your back.
Okay.
Put this around your foot.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then just stretch your hamstring this way. So if we're talking about a flexion intolerant low back, well, let's just take the flexion component out of it. So ultimately, you're flat here, you're neutral in your spine, and then you can maybe find a little bit of stretching through there. What Seb is doing is actually a really good idea. Maybe pulsing through it and not holding or creating tension for a long period of time can be helpful as well. A little bit of a different way to try to find a stretch in their hamstring.
Yeah, and you know, a fun thing that people could do too is it's almost, we use it as a test sometimes, is sometimes when they stretch their other side, their leg pain actually gets better, surprisingly. There's a real good reason for this. I know it might not make a lot of sense, but actually it tends to work pretty well for a lot of people. However, probably the easiest thing to do with flexion intolerant leg pain or sciatica is, I know we gave a modification for stretching, just don't stretch it. Simple.
Yeah.
We had someone actually give a recent comment, I didn't tell you, that they let us know that they followed one of our videos and they said that we said just don't stretch it, and he didn't, and he had felt better than he had in years. Just don't stretch it. By the way, seek the attention of a medical provider if you have sciatica.
There you go.
Probably something else we shouldn't do maybe is sit-ups. Okay, a lot of times people have been told that core work may help them. Sit-ups is something that will probably not help you, and if this is the type of sciatica that you have. Let's demonstrate. So show me a sit-up. Okay.
I don't know if I can do one.
I'll hold your feet.
Sit-ups in so long. There we go.
Okay. So as you notice, Dawn is just repeatedly flexing her back. And as we mentioned, it's a flexion intolerant type of sciatica, meaning this won't work well for her at all. And probably the worst type of core work to do is probably a V-up. Let's show them a V-up.
Oh my god, challenging me today.
Yeah, I don't think I could do this too.
Oh wait, is that like this one?
No, there you go. So this is, so she's got the stretched nerve area right here, and she's flexing her back, essentially doing, go and relax,
Man, you're making me look great.
essentially doing the test that provoked her problem. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you want to add to these two?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So, guys, we should mention again, and reiterate this, is there's many different reasons for leg pain or sciatica. Sciatica is beyond the knee, pain behind the leg. You should subscribe to our channel if you want the other reasons. We will cover other videos that cover the things that you shouldn't do with those types, but quite honestly, the easiest thing to do is just let someone examine you. It's really easy to tell with a physical exam and taking a history and so on and figuring out what is going on with your body. You shouldn't have to be part of the investigation. You just give the information, right, Don?
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of guidance is nice.
Yeah. So subscribe to the channel. Share this video if you like it. Give us a thumbs up and tell us how you felt about Dawn's V-ups. Or maybe were her sit-ups or V-ups better?
Keep your opinion to yourself on that one. I don't want to hear it.
All right, guys, if you need some help, we are in Costa Mesa, California. We do virtual work as well. So just contact us. We'll let us know if we can help you or not. See you guys later.